I spend a lot of my time working with my family foundation and also our family office. What I like to do is engage in a nonprofit way, like a charitable way, I guess, that I can do two things. I can do grant making, and also I can utilize our private assets in a more intentional, thoughtful way to do social impact investing.
I have always donated to the two universities that I attended. Going back from the first year I graduated from each of those universities, I have given steadily for over 40 years to my college, and without ever taking a break. Well, the thing that motivates me to give to the schools is that I have done very, very well because I've been fortunate enough to have a really good education, and I feel that keeping those schools vital in Chicago and able to support other students gives me a chance to help people who are just like me. I went to Loyola on a full state grant. We did not have the money for college, and I just can only hope that other people have that same opportunity.
Yeah, it's funny because I wouldn't think of myself as a philanthropist. When I think of the word, the immediate connotations around it, I think of Bruce Wayne's parents. I might not be a billionaire, but it's not money that you always have to give. It's your time, your energy, your knowledge. When I was a kid, when I would say, "Mom, let's go volunteer at actually, it's the other way around. My mom would bring me to the volunteer shelters, to like food kitchens, and we'd spend time with the elderly. That's when I realized, like, oh, I have this history of giving, and it changes over the years as it evolves.
I got intentional about philanthropy really by serving on the board of the YWCA of Metropolitan Chicago, because there was extensive fundraising involved. I actually competed with another person on the board. We'd love to compete. She would, raise a certain amount of money, and I would try to beat that, and she'd go back and forth. So we would raise $50,000, $60,000. So that was a form of philanthropy as far as leveraging your connections to raise the money. So really, that was the first, I would say, way that I saw I could really add value. I wasn't thinking of myself as having a lot of money to give. So when I think of a philanthropist, I think of someone who's rich and has a lot of money. So I knew I could raise money, though, for the YW, and really that's how I started.
Myself, along with 33 other women, have decided to invest in the success of women and girls on the south side of Chicago. It started at a kitchen table. We talked about the issues that girls face. We live in a city where probably the top 3 issues in our city are poverty, violence, and racism. And we thought, where are girls in the conversation? It was that sort of discussion around the issues that the women said, well, what can we do? And we said, you know what, we can put our money together because there are great programs on the ground and we can help. So that's kind of where it started, and it was kind of this hokey idea that we weren't sure would have legs, but in a year and a half of kind of working together, we were able to assemble these women and we gave out grants.